Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is another reaction video. It's going to be part 2 of the fousey against Vitaly reaction videos. Guys, if you didn't watch my last reaction video, please go check it out on my last YouTube video. The link is in the description. Please don't miss it. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, drop a thumbs up, and leave any comments. And so I'm going to do the reaction to this video. So guys, enjoy.
If I had or any guy had a sex with a prostitute against her will, would it consider shoplifting or rape? I'm asking you a normal question.
Rape.
Nah, there's no such thing as rape. It's surprise sex. Surprise!
So if you guys know, fousey was pressing some allegations against Vitaly on some sexual allegations that he did in Mexico 2014 World Cup. He explained it in the last video. Please go check it out. Link is in the description of my last video. I'm going to also leave the link in the description at the end of this video, so please watch it.
I'm gonna start off this video by saying, when I initially planned these videos that I was gonna release, I decided to do them in 3 parts. I did them in 3 parts because I wanted to give each one justice. But after starting the 3 parts with the video that I did yesterday in regards to sexual assault, I realized that videos like today and the video I plan on posting tomorrow about fake pranks and steroid usage are extremely insignificant towards the bigger picture. What I talked about yesterday is real. What I talked about yesterday is important, and what I talked about yesterday is a serious matter, and I feel like that's where the attention needs to be put on. I didn't realize how much of outpouring support was going to be provided towards yesterday's video until it was released, and it made me realize how big of an issue it was. You would not believe how many DMs I got on Instagram from people thanking me for speaking out because they themselves were put in similar situations during their lifetime but weren't able to speak out. How many people DM me just to say that they themselves have been sexually assaulted, abused, raped, and weren't able to do anything, and even when they did do something, weren't able to prove themselves right because they waited too long and no one wanted to believe them. Sexual assault and rape is a serious matter, and as I said yesterday, me being a 28-year-old male, I had fear coming out with what I had to say because I knew that what I was saying was merely an allegation, and even though I had proof in my videos corresponding to the incidents, there were still going to be people that said this did not happen. It's insane how we live in a day and age where the person who was put through something is more scared of accusing the person who did it to them than the person who did it is scared. That's very scary. So to any girl, to any boy, to any adult, to any female, male, whatever it may be, if you have gone through a similar situation, I just want to say, totally disregarding all of this and all these videos, I'm sorry. And I know it's unbearable and I know it's extremely hard. And I can't even imagine what you guys have to go through. Yesterday, trust me, I received countless tweets. I received countless messages of people not supporting, people going off on me, people protecting the person I was talking about. The person I was talking about even came out laughing in hysterics towards my accusations.
Yo, fousey, let me ask you something. This video they just did about me, I'm so hurt by it. I'm so hurt. I actually want to take off my stress off and I want to call one of your hookers.
Hey, fousey, I was gonna ask you the phone number of your doctor who shoots your botox and fillers in your face because I like your face. It looks like a baby ass.
Yeah, bro, that's what steroids do when you don't take them right, fousey. Your videos, because they don't matter to me.
It really left me speechless. So I don't feel the need to go back and forth anymore. I don't feel the need to try to continue going against this battle. I realized that all these issues were something that stemmed deep down inside me because I held in for so long. But now that I finally got it out, that's all I can do for me. The rest, I have no control over. The rest is not something I can stress about or worry about. I did all I can do, and that is speak my truth, regardless of who believes it or who doesn't. I spoke my truth. I told my story. I freed myself from that jail that I have kept myself in for so long. People ask me, why didn't you say this sooner? To be honest, that is one of the hardest questions to answer. I was scared. I was nervous. There wasn't a reason to. I'm actually proud of myself now that since 2014 I haven't been able, but now I have been able to come forward and say it, regardless of how long it took. So moving forward, if there's ever an allegation of any kind, don't be so quick to deny or reject what the person coming forward with their truth is trying to say. There are two sides to every story, but do not go in with a biased opinion believing one thing or the other. I had no dirty intentions, no cruel intentions with what I came forward to say. Screw this boxing match. Screw, oh, I want to handle it in the ring, whatever. If that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Screw that. What I did yesterday and I learned after posting it is far more important and far bigger. The saddest part about this, Vitaly, is even in your retaliation, you made yourself look worse and you were condemning yourself in the stuff that I was saying in the story. Here are some of the stuff you had to say. Fousey is so hungry for views and milking my name for views. If you want to fight, let's go, but don't have a mental breakdown a week before the fight. I am out. You then went on to say, making fake accusations about someone this extreme will get your teeth knocked out against the curb. The orgy is true, yes, we had fun, but saying all this shit, me hurting a woman, go f yourself. Trying to go mainstream on YouTube for sex allegations, you're a pussy. That hooker stole my Rolex. I want to point out there how you referred to the woman I was talking about in the video. That hooker. Look how demeaning.
Guys, now look at this reaction video. Fousey saying that these allegations happening between him and Vitaly is not, it doesn't necessarily drive to boxing fight. To me, I really think it's kind of a personal situation, and releasing it on YouTube and saying this cannot lead to the ring is probably funny to me. Tell me what you think in the comments about what Fousey is saying against Vitaly. Whether it's right to post it on social media because it's more like personal. Because if he's saying he's not relating this to the ring, so I don't know how that works out. Because as you guys see, KSI and Logan Paul settling their beef in the ring, and guys, you already know that the dates for the fight is in August, but they don't have the exact date, which is going to be in Dubai. And Fousey and Vitaly thing seems to be the same situation, but Fousey looks like he's making it personal. So I don't really think it's right for him to put everything on social media, because he's driving attention to everyone, and as everyone is dissing each other in YouTube, since in 2016 people started dissing each other in comments, 2017 people started making diss music videos against each other, and now 2017 people are fighting in the 2018 people are now getting into the ring. Tell me what you think about this between Fousey and Vitaly. I don't really think it's right for him to post it on social media. If it's that personal, then shouldn't be in here. Yeah, tell me what you think.
And derogatory that is, because it's how you viewed them when you were paying them for a picture while you were having an orgy, and how you mistreated the woman the night before. That hooker stole my Rolex. Yes, I yelled at her and told her she can't leave until she gives me it back. I have never in my life touched a woman against her will, and I don't give a flying what your 5-year-old fans think about me. She didn't steal your Rolex, Vitaly. You misplaced it, and you found it under your bed after so long looking for it. You did yell at them. You did accuse them. You said nobody's allowed to leave this apartment until you find it, but they never took your Rolex. And in the now deleted tweet that you replied to Keemstar, you actually said, why would I need to rape when I paid with my homies and we had a massive orgy while Fousey was scared the pimp is gonna come in and kill us, so he locked himself in a room. even if it's with a prostitute, if there's force behind it and something she doesn't want to do, that's still considered rape. You see, it's odd to me that during this whole thing, you have been switching the script and doing this, I know you are, but what am I? I come out with pictures and proof and truth and my evidence as to what you've done and what you're doing, and your response is that I sleep with 3 hookers a day? That is as childish as it can ever get. I would not. I do not.
Guys, because if this thing is supposed to be personal, then it should lead to the ring. And as you see in the last minute that guys are posting this fight between between Fousey and Vitaly seems to be more exciting than KSI. It's because it's real allegations that have happened before between them, and which makes it more real. Tell me what you think. This is a better fight than KSI and Logan Paul, which could lead to the ring. Write down in the comments below.
And I urge you to find an inkling of proof from anybody in my personal life, my therapist, anywhere that is what I do. The last night we were in Brazil, I felt like a friend to talk to you about what I witnessed you were going through. Me listening to you talking to a prostitute, asking your friend to translate, making sure she enjoyed it and she was feeling it, made me realize that there might be a bigger problem here. So I was looking out for you, and I began talking to you about addiction and how people can be addicted to those sort of things. But don't drag my name in the mud just because I called you out for something, because that is not right. My mother watches my videos, my father watches my videos, my nephews watch my videos, my brother watches my videos, and I refuse to allow them to believe something that is just spurted out in anger. I can tell you're angry, I can tell you're mad, I can tell you probably want to burst my teeth out, but at the end of the day, the truth will set you free. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but in your video you posted on Twitter, you had your mom respond to me. Now, if you think I'm going to respond negatively or say anything hurtful to your mom, you are absolutely crazy. Dear Vitaly's mom, I've met you. I really, really liked you, and I know for a fact you really liked me. You liked how polite I was, you liked how kind I was, and you always had nice things to say about me. So in your video, trying to say, Yusuf, don't make me expose you for Botox and fillers, if you genuinely believe that you calling me out for Botox and fillers is more of an issue than me saying your son assaulted women in Brazil and he admitted to having the orgy, then I'm sorry. There's something wrong there. And that's all I have to say to you. But all with love, all with respect. I would never say anything negative to mothers, no matter what they said about me. I love you as I love all mothers on this earth. Now, I know I said this video was going to be about exposing your fake pranks, and I know you made it out to seem like it's not that big of a deal, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you posted a video saying you were admitting to your fake pranks. But the only reason I'm going to even mention this is because of you going back and forth saying this.
So Fousey just tried to expose me. Okay, yeah, fake pranks. Everybody knows that. I already admitted it.
You had guts to say that 99% pranks are fake. Yeah, because 1% real is me. Vitaly, when I opened up about my fake pranks, you texted me and said had the balls to do. When I went down for fake pranks, you acted as if I was the only one who's ever done that. You totally left out the fact that when I first moved to LA and I became friends with you, my first ever video shoot with you that you asked me to be a part of and be a cameraman, you taught me everything I needed to know. I get to your video shoot, I get handed a camera, I watch everybody set up the camera angles, and I was shocked because my videos at the time were done with 1 or 2 people. You had a whole production crew there. And all of a sudden, you guys tried 2 real reactions. A murder prank in an elevator. And the 2 people who you tried reactions with walked into the elevator, saw you doing the chainsaw, looked down and looked back up and had no reaction. So you and your manager at the time looked at each other and said, alright, we tried it, now let's call in the actors. You guys already had the elevator rented out and good to go. In the studio next door, 1 by 1, actor would come and do a reaction while I was filming it under the car. I was texting my girl at the time, the same one I spoke to yesterday, and I said, oh my god, I can't believe this, Vitaly fakes his pranks. I watched 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, you getting a perfect reaction. And in case you don't believe that I was ever there because you forgot for whatever reason, here is the clip. Listen closely to the voice behind the camera because I'm sure you'll recognize that it's mine.
No, it's a prank. It's a prank.
I don't give a box for England.
It's a prank.
Listen, guys.
It's a prank.
You're not even with, all right?
Oh, this guy really mad, bro? Look at the camera, okay?
If you want me to keep going, remember your biggest video at the time? The video that everybody talked about? One of the biggest fake genres on YouTube? The picking up girls in supercars? When I asked you, was it real? You laughed and said, no. I asked her to be in my video, then I had sex with her later that night. The video where you pretended to your mom that you had a baby. I was there when the baby was there with their caretaker. I was there with your mom. I know that every single video you've ever done with your mom is fake. I was there. So that's why I never understood why you would put me down and you were happy to see me burn in flames, but you acted like you didn't do anything. Just because people didn't accuse you of it doesn't mean you can go around accusing others, protecting yourself. Now these next two videos hurt me the most. Not because they were fake, because of what you did to me as a friend by doing these videos. The first one and this one, I knew that I had to protect myself against you, was your don't drink and drive video. You called it the don't drink and drive prank. That already irked me because at the time is when I was doing my experiments. I'll never forget me showing up to your house and you and your friend, who I'm not gonna name because this is about you and nobody else, you told me what you filmed that day. You said, oh, we filmed a don't drink and drive prank. That was your first ever kind of experiment because mine were working, so you wanted to take advantage of a cause and make a video about it. I sat there and I was so sad about it and I looked at you and I said, Vitaly, I actually have a brand deal with a company that endorses the campaign of don't drink and drive, and I was gonna do an experiment about it because I care for it. You and your friend laughed and said, ha ha ha, too late, too bad, that's the business. As a small YouTuber, what am I gonna say to you? What am I gonna say, like, yo dog, like, you don't really care about this stuff, can I please do it? Like, anyways, now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize you're allowed to do whatever you want, but that is just some of the ways that you used to treat me, which me as a person should have realized early on. The last one I want to discuss is your Russian hitman dead body cleanup prank. The reason this one irked me is because I did this exact video 2 days before you did, but because I had an issue with the music that I used and the licensing, and the person wanted $10,000 because I used his song in my video, I deleted it. 2 days later, without discussing it with me or anything, the same exact video came up, and I 100% wholeheartedly know that all these videos are fake because I've been there, because you've told me, because you've taught me. The worst part about it is, when people thought it was funny to talk about my fake pranks before I even came out and said, yeah guys, I believe all of YouTube is like this, everyone was laughing at the fact that I paid somebody $30 to react in a video. But you're the same guy who told me that you love to do videos in the hood because all you would pay the people is $5 to $10 because they didn't ask for much. At the end of the day, as I said, fake pranks, steroids, that has nothing to do in comparison to what I talked about yesterday. Now the thing with me coming out with something for yesterday, please Vitaly, don't try to say it's me hungry for views. Please don't try to say it's me trying to exploit something that's popular in the mainstream media right now. It was me who's gone through something, who finally got fed up and needed to speak up about something. And to be 100% honest, as everyone's been saying, had you not said the stuff about me throughout the years, I don't think I ever would have had the courage to come out and tell my story. I say that to say, imagine all the women and men who have been sexually assaulted and abused, who to this day are scared to come out with their story because of what their abuser might say or react to. I mean, all I did was come out and tell my story, and you told me I deserve to be curb stomped, to have my teeth knocked out, I deserve to be in a cage in a bare knuckle match with you. I mean, these are threats on social media. Imagine if this was said to a female who didn't have the onslaught of support that I have on the internet, a female who's by herself at 15 years old, and she just got tricked by somebody on the internet, and she got raped. What do you want her to say? If her abuser is just gonna say, you deserve to have your teeth stomped out on a curb. That's not the real world, Vitaly. That's not how things work. You don't just handle things with fists. These are real actions that have real repercussions and real damages to people's lives. And that is why I did what I did. If there was a way for me to find that person you did that to in Brazil 4 years later? You best believe I would. Go back and watch all your Brazil vlogs. You had no problem showing how you treated the woman on the street and how much fun you were having. Anyways, thank you to all the support that you guys provided yesterday. And I'm sorry to anybody who may have gone through something similar in their life based on the messages you guys sent me. I, again, cannot even imagine what it feels like to be in your shoes. And now I know, after getting the messages that I have gotten, seeing how many people go through something similar, how big of an issue this is, and how important of an issue this is, and how what I did wasn't a good thing. Wasn't, oh, I'm happy you did it. It was necessary. It was necessary for the community, it was necessary for the culture, and it was necessary for society. I have one more video I'm going to post tomorrow. I know you're hyping up your giant gym reveal, and I know you're hyping up your amazing transformation that you told your audience you did in 2 months because you stuck to a strict diet. But tomorrow, I will debunk that once and for all and leave the rest in your hands, and then I will not speak of you or the situation any further because I have gotten all the skeletons out of my closet. My mother isn't proud of these videos, my father isn't, my brothers aren't, my sister isn't, but I had to do this for me, and tomorrow I'm done with it. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm not even gonna call you a little bitch at the end of this video, Vitaly, because after tomorrow's video, I'm way past that. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Tell me what you think of this video. To me personally, I think it's deep, really deep, and if this will lead to a fight in the ring, this will be the best of them all. Compared to KSI and Logan Paul, since KSI and Joella fight, I think this will be the best. It will be better than KSI and Logan Paul, in my opinion. Tell me what you think of these videos of fousey against Vitaly. I really heated up. Please write down in the comments what you think, and I'll come to you guys with more reaction videos and more prank reaction videos, because that is good for the relations between me and all you, my supporters in this channel. So peace out and see you for the next reaction video.